Welcome to Intelligence Gateway.
Implications of External Service Providers Lecture 21.5. Explain the concept of an external service provider (ESP). The concept of an external service provider (SP) refers to a third-party entity or organization that offers services, resources, or support to another company or individual. These services are typically outsourced to an external provider, meaning that the client organization delegates specific tasks or functions to the ESP instead of handling them in-house. External service providers can offer a wide range of services, including IT support, cloud computing services, human resources, customer support, accounting, marketing, and more. By leveraging external service providers, organizations can benefit from specialized expertise, access to advanced technologies, cost savings, and the ability to focus on their core business activities. The relationship between the client organization and the external service provider is typically governed by a formal agreement or contract, which outlines the scope of services, service level expectations, pricing, confidentiality, data protection, and other relevant terms and conditions. Overall, the concept of an external service provider allows organizations to access specialized services and resources from external experts, contributing to increased efficiency, flexibility, and overall effectiveness in achieving business objectives. Explain the concept of an external service provider agreement. The concept of an external service provider agreement refers to a formal contract or legal document that establishes the terms and conditions between an organization, the client, and an external service provider. This agreement outlines the specific services to be provided by the external service provider, the scope of work, service level expectations, pricing and payment terms, data protection and confidentiality clauses, dispute resolution mechanisms, and other relevant provisions. The purpose of an external service provider agreement is to define the roles and responsibilities of both parties, ensuring that there is a clear understanding of the services to be delivered and the expectations from each side. It serves as a legally binding document that protects the interests of both the client and the service provider, ensuring that the services are provided in a consistent and reliable manner. By having a well-drafted external service provider agreement, both parties can ensure a clear understanding of their obligations, minimize misunderstandings, and mitigate potential risks associated with outsourcing services to an external provider. It provides a framework for a successful working relationship and helps establish trust and accountability between the client organization and the service provider. Explain the concept of external service providers and provide 3 illustrative examples for each: cloud, hardware, software. External service providers are third-party entities or organizations that offer specialized services, resources, or support to other businesses or individuals. These services are typically outsourced to the external provider, allowing the client to benefit from expertise, technology, and cost efficiencies without managing the tasks. House. Examples of external service providers: cloud services, Amazon Web Services (AWS). AWS offers a wide range of cloud computing services, including computing power, storage options, and content delivery, enabling organizations to run applications and store data in a scalable and cost-effective manner. Microsoft Azure. Microsoft's cloud platform provides cloud services such as virtual machines, databases, artificial intelligence, and Internet of Things (IoT) solutions, facilitating businesses to build, deploy, and manage applications globally. Google Cloud Platform (GCP). GCP offers a suite of cloud-based services like cloud storage, data analytics, machine learning, and app development tools, empowering organizations with a flexible and integrated cloud infrastructure. Hardware services. Dell Technologies. Dell provides a broad range of hardware products, including servers, workstations, storage, devices, and networking equipment. Catering to the diverse needs of businesses for their IT infrastructure, Hewlett-Packard Enterprise HP. HP offers hardware solutions like servers, data storage, networking devices, and edge computing systems, delivering reliable and scalable infrastructure for organizations. Cisco Systems. Cisco is a prominent provider of networking hardware and solutions, offering routers, switches, firewalls, and networking management tools, supporting seamless data communication and security. Software services. Microsoft Office 365. Office 365 provides a suite of cloud-based productivity software, including Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and collaboration tools like Teams and SharePoint, enhancing productivity and collaboration within organizations. Salesforce. Salesforce is a leading provider of cloud-based customer relationship management (CRM) software, enabling businesses to manage customer data, sales, marketing, and customer support. Oracle. Oracle offers a wide range of enterprise software solutions, such as Enterprise Resource Planning (ERP), Human Capital Management (HCM), and Customer Experience (CX) applications, assisting organizations in managing their business operations effectively. In summary, external service providers offer a diverse range of services and solutions to support organizations in their IT infrastructure, software needs, and cloud computing requirements. By leveraging these providers, businesses can access specialized expertise, cutting-edge technologies, and cost-effective solutions without the need for in-house management and resources. Describe the legal implications of using external service providers, including issues related to ownership and jurisdiction, geographical location, data movement across borders. Procedures. When an agreement ends, using external service providers (ESPs) can lead to several legal implications, particularly concerning ownership and jurisdiction. Here are some key considerations. Geographical location. When engaging with an ESP, it's essential to consider their geographical location. Different countries have distinct laws and regulations that can impact data privacy, security, and compliance. The geographical location of an ESP can influence the legal framework under which the services are provided, affecting data protection standards and enforceability of contractual terms. Data movement across borders. Data movement across international borders is a critical concern when working with ESPs. Some countries have strict data protection laws that restrict the transfer of personal or sensitive information outside their borders. Organizations must ensure that data movement complies with relevant data privacy regulations and that appropriate data protection mechanisms, such as standard contractual clauses or binding corporate rules, are in place when transferring data to ESPs in different jurisdictions. Procedures. When an agreement ends, the termination of an agreement with an ESP can present legal challenges. It is essential to include termination clauses in the contract that specify the steps and responsibilities of both parties when the agreement ends. This includes addressing data retention, data deletion, return or destruction of confidential information, and any post-termination support or transitional arrangements. In summary, using external service providers can have significant legal implications, particularly regarding ownership and jurisdiction. Organizations must carefully review and negotiate contracts with ESPs to address these considerations and ensure compliance with relevant laws and regulations, protecting their data, intellectual property, and overall business interests. Describe the security protection considerations associated with utilizing external service providers, data security obligations, privacy, encryption, liability for data breaches, liability for data loss or damage, accidental or deliberate disaster recovery procedures. When utilizing external service providers (ESPs), there are several critical security protection considerations that organizations need to address. These considerations include privacy. It is essential to ensure that the ESP respects user privacy and handles personal data in accordance with applicable privacy laws. The organization should thoroughly review the ESP's privacy policies and practices to ensure compliance and avoid potential privacy violations. Encryption. Data encryption is crucial to protect information. Both during transmission and storage, organizations should verify that ESPs implement strong encryption protocols to secure data against unauthorized interception or access, liability for data breaches when dealing with ESPs. It is essential to clarify each party's liability. In the event of a data breach, the agreement should include provisions that define the responsibility and accountability of the ESP for any security incidents that may occur during service delivery, liability for data loss or damage accidental or deliberate. The organization and ESP should establish clear liability terms concerning data loss or damage, whether accidental or intentional. This includes defining the actions to be taken and compensation provided if data is compromised or damaged due to the ESP's actions or negligence. Disaster recovery procedures. Disaster recovery procedures are critical to ensure business continuity. In the face of unforeseen events, the organization should ascertain that the ESP has effective disaster recovery plans and processes in place to recover data and services promptly in case of system failures, cyber attacks, or natural disasters. In conclusion, thorough consideration of security protection implications is vital when engaging with external service providers. By addressing these considerations in the contractual agreement and establishing a strong security partnership, organizations can enhance the protection of their data and systems while benefiting from the expertise and services of the ESP. Clarify the concept of dispute resolution. The concept of dispute resolution refers to the process of resolving conflicts, disagreements, or disputes between parties in a formal and structured manner. It involves various methods and techniques aimed at reaching a solution, settlement, or agreement to address the issues that have arisen. Dispute resolution can take several forms, including negotiation, mediation, arbitration, or litigation, depending on the nature of the dispute and the preferences of the involved parties. The goal of dispute resolution is to find a fair and satisfactory resolution that satisfies the interests of both parties and avoids the need for prolonged and costly legal proceedings. Conduct research and explain the legal obligations that external service providers are required to adhere to when engaging in the process of dispute resolution. External service providers (ESPs) are typically required to follow certain statutory requirements when engaging in the process of dispute resolution. These requirements may vary based on the jurisdiction, the nature of the dispute, and the terms specified in the contractual agreement between the ESP. May be required to adhere to during dispute resolution include compliance with contractual terms. ESPs are obligated to comply with the terms outlined in the service agreements or contracts with their clients. This includes adhering to the dispute resolution mechanism specified in the contract, which could involve negotiation, mediation, arbitration, or other resolution methods. Acting in good faith. ESPs must engage in the dispute resolution process in good faith, meaning they should be honest, cooperative, and willing to find a fair and reasonable resolution to the dispute. Transparency and communication. ESPs are expected to communicate openly and transparently during the dispute resolution process. They should provide relevant information and respond to requests for information from the client or the designated dispute resolution authority. Timeliness. ESPs are generally required to participate in the dispute resolution process in a timely manner. This includes meeting deadlines, attending scheduled meetings or hearings, and responding promptly to communications. Confidentiality. If the dispute resolution process involves confidentiality provisions, the ESP must maintain the confidentiality of any information shared during the proceedings. Compliance with applicable laws. ESPs must adhere to all relevant laws and regulations that govern dispute resolution in their jurisdiction. This includes any procedural requirements and rules of evidence applicable to the specific resolution method being used. Cooperation with dispute resolution authority. If the dispute resolution process involves the involvement of a third-party mediator, arbitrator, or court, the ESP is obligated to cooperate fully with the designated authority and follow its directives. It's important to note that the specific legal requirements for ESPs during dispute resolution may vary depending on the jurisdiction and the industry in which the services are provided. ESPs should consult with legal counsel and familiarize themselves with the relevant laws and regulations applicable to their specific circumstances to ensure compliance during the dispute resolution process. Investigate and elaborate on the challenges that organizations may encounter while utilizing external service providers, potentially resulting in issues related to jurisdictions. When organizations decide to utilize external service providers asked to meet their operational needs, they may encounter several challenges that can lead to issues related to jurisdictions. One significant challenge is navigating the complexities of data protection and privacy compliance. Sharing sensitive data with ESPs can trigger various legal obligations, and with different data protection laws across jurisdictions, ensuring full compliance becomes a daunting task. The organization may face conflicting regulations depending on the ESP's location and the location of data storage, potentially leading to non-compliance and legal consequences. Another challenge arises from the diversity of jurisdictional laws and regulations. Operating in multiple jurisdictions subjects the organization to various legal frameworks, making it difficult to establish a unified approach. Crafting contractual agreements that adequately consider the laws of multiple jurisdictions can be a legal maze, and this complexity may create ambiguities and disputes that affect the organization's operations and contractual relationships. Enforcing legal remedies across jurisdictions can be an uphill battle in the event of disputes, with ESPs pursuing legal action in foreign jurisdictions involves navigating unfamiliar legal systems, language barriers, and varying judicial efficiencies. These obstacles could delay or hinder the organization's ability to seek redress, leaving them in a precarious position. Cultural and language barriers can also hinder effective communication and understanding between the organization and the ESP. Miscommunications or misinterpretations can lead to disputes or operational inefficiencies, impacting the quality of service delivery and contractual obligations. Additionally, cybersecurity and data breach risks are heightened when engaging with ESPs. The organization's liability and legal responsibilities differ based on the ESP's cybersecurity practices and jurisdictional laws. Non-compliance with data protection laws in different jurisdictions could expose the organization to legal risks and reputational damage in the event of a data breach. Moreover, complying with local regulatory requirements poses a significant challenge. For ESPs operating in different countries, organizations need to ensure that the ESPs possess the necessary licenses and certifications to meet local obligations. Failure to do so could result in legal complications and operational disruptions. Lastly, termination of contracts with ESPs demands careful consideration. Ensuring a smooth transition, data handover, and continuity planning can be challenging, especially if the ESP operates in a different jurisdiction. In conclusion, organizations face several challenges when utilizing external service providers, with potential issues arising from jurisdictional complexities being prominent among them. Addressing these challenges requires meticulous due diligence, legal expertise, and robust contractual agreements to safeguard the organization's interests and maintain compliance across diverse jurisdictions. Progress check.
Thanks for watching. For more information, like, comment, and subscribe our channel.